There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can match me.
Hey guys, today on JD Cars we're going to be installing a Seibon full carbon fiber M3 style hood on the BMW E90. So I'm very pleased to tell you guys that the Beamer is back, as you may have seen in my previous video in replacing the JBE, the junction box module. That was the electrical problem. I'm really happy to finally chase that down and fixed it. The car's back to being fully functional and operational. So now we have this very exciting upgrade of installing the carbon fiber M3 style hood. I don't know if I ever told you guys about this, but a work truck backed into my hood, and it doesn't look too terrible on camera. I don't know. You can kind of see with the light there, but it's a pretty significant dent. He really did a number on it. One of the kidney grills right here, and just ever so slightly touched the bumper, but I'll just touch that up with a pen. I didn't really want to make him buy a whole new bumper for that. But I got a $2,300 estimate from a shop to replace the hood and repaint it, and I really didn't want to do that to the guy. So I came up with a solution to make both of us happy. I offered for him to either pay for the shop to do that, or he could pay me out of pocket to purchase a hood myself and do the replacement on my own. So we went with that method, and I'm happy with the outcome as well, because now we get to install a carbon fiber hood, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like on this car. So first things first, of course, pop the hood. So we'll begin by removing all of the hood hardware up here, beginning with the two hood latches on either side, secured with one Phillips head screw. Once you release the plastic retaining bracket, you can then unscrew the latch itself. The next step here is going to be removing the hood latch itself here using a T30 Torx bit. So before we can get going on removing the gas lift arms and unbolting the hood from the hinges, we do have to remove the ground wire using a 10mm. Alright, so as you can see, I've added some foam padding for when we remove the hood in case it slides. It won't cause any damage to the car. First step here is going to be using a very small flathead screwdriver and prying off this metal collar to release the gas lift arm from the hood. At this point, we can remove the four 11mm bolts on either side. Start with the top one. Now with two people, one on either side, we can remove the last bottom bolt, which is going to release the hood, so make sure you have a firm grip on the hood when doing so. Now we can lift the hood and remove it from the car. Now we'll lift the new hood into place here very carefully. Again, I have some foam here to protect both the hood and the car, and Seibon included some hardware, so we won't be using the stock hardware to secure the hood. We'll be using the included hardware, which is just a bolt, washer, and lock washer. So we'll start with the top bolt here, hand thread it into place, and we'll do the same on the other side. Now we'll do the same with the bottom bolt. We're gonna lower the hood down here and check the fitment and make any necessary adjustments. And if you're happy with the fitment, you can move on to the next step here. So at this point, we're just gonna reverse the removal process. So we're gonna reattach the gas lift arms, the two latches on either side, the center latch, and that little spray guard. And then we're gonna have to move on to drilling holes for the upper kidney grills. Okay, so as you can see, we have the gas lift arms back and installed, and it's supporting the hood. We also have the 2 hood pins on either side and the 1 single latch in the center, and we've adjusted everything so that the hood fits nicely on the car. The one last thing we have to do here is install the upper parts of the kidney grills, which is going to require drilling. As you can see, there are no holes from the factory, so we're going to grab some toothpaste, apply it to the back of the kidney grill upper lip, and then we'll place it on here very carefully to mark our holes. So as you can see, this beautiful installation is complete. I was able to successfully install all the factory latching hardware on the underside of the hood here. Got those eye hooks styled in so it fits very nicely. As you can see, there's very minimal gap on either side. I made sure to even it out so it doesn't look off center or anything, but I'm very satisfied with the fitment of this hood. There's no major gaps up front. It matches up very nicely with the headlight all the way around up to the windshield. Overall, perfect fitment. They couldn't have done a much better job. I also did have to drill holes for the kidney grills. I decided to grab a new pair of them. As you can see, nice and shiny, no dents or scratches from the accident. In case you didn't get that earlier in the video, the method I used for drilling my holes was I dabbed a little bit of toothpaste on the underside of these top lips, carefully put it in place on the hood, and then lifted it up straight to leave a very small dab of toothpaste indicating where to drill the holes. That method worked perfectly. As you can see, the upper lips are mounted on there with the T25 Torx screws, and I honestly couldn't be happier. I think this looks fantastic with the black paint job, and also something I'll show you from the inside here. This is my view driving. You can see the hood bulge, which makes this feel like an M3. Obviously it's not, but I think that's pretty cool. You can also see the carbon all the way around, and the carbon interior trim complements the hood very nicely. So that's gonna wrap up this video on the Seibon full carbon fiber M3 style hood. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're excited to have the Beamer back as I am. Of course, I'll have more videos coming soon on the BMW, the Jeep, and the Grom. Please be sure to leave a like below and subscribe if you've yet to do so, and I'll see you next time on JD Cars.